If I had known what was inside that shed, I would have burned the whole yard to the ground instead of mowing it. But by the time I realized the truth, it was already standing behind me. I took the job like any other, $60 for a simple lawn mow. But the homeowner's first words shattered any sense of normalcy. He said it slowly, voice trembling like he was reciting the terms of a curse. "Don't open the shed. Don't go near it. Just mow around it." I thought he was being dramatic, maybe hiding junk or something illegal. But the shed itself told a different story. The peeling gray paint clung to rotten boards like dead skin. The warped roof dipped like a spine bent under something heavy, and the windows were so smeared with grime they looked like blinded eyes. As soon as I started mowing, the engine drowned out my thoughts, but the air felt wrong, too still, too cold, like the yard was holding its breath. The grass around the shed grew darker and thicker, almost pulsing, and the closer I pushed the mower, the more the atmosphere tightened around me like invisible hands closing slowly around my ribs. By the first slow pass, I felt it, a presence leaning over my shoulder, close enough that the hairs on my neck lifted one by one. I spun around, nothing. But when I faced the shed again, its door, which I could have sworn was shut, hung open just a fraction, just enough to show a sliver of darkness so black it seemed to swallow daylight. On the second pass, the mower sputtered like something was choking it from below, and the shadows cast by the shed stretched unnaturally long, crawling toward my boots. On the third, the tapping began, soft at first, like fingers drumming impatiently on wood. Tap, tap, tap. I killed the mower. The silence slammed into me, heavy and suffocating, amplifying every tiny sound, my heartbeat, my breathing, the faint groan of the shed settling like something shifting inside. I whispered, "Hello?" The shed answered with a low, deliberate thud, as if something enormous pressed its weight against the inside of the door. Then the padlock rattled violently, metal scraping like claws trying to pick their way out, until snap, the lock fell to the ground, broken cleanly in half. I staggered back, trembling so hard I felt the mower handle buzz against my palms. The door creaked open another inch on its own, revealing nothing but darkness, too dense to be natural, like a tunnel leading somewhere that wasn't part of this world. Every instinct screamed to run, but I forced myself to finish the yard in frantic, uneven passes, feeling watched the entire time. When the homeowner came out, his face was ash gray. "Did you hear anything?" he asked. I told him the truth. His eyes widened with a horror that didn't belong to the living. "No," he said, voice cracking. "Something's trying to get out." He looked toward the shed and froze. The door was fully open now. The inside was empty, too empty, like something had carved out the interior. Then we heard it, a low, dragging sound crossing the dirt, moving around the far side of the shed. Slow, heavy, wrong. The homeowner whispered, "We need to go." I didn't argue. I bolted to my truck. As I sped off, gravel kicking behind me, I made the mistake of looking into the rearview mirror. In the perfect frame of that reflection, I saw it step into the sunlight for the first time. Long limbs bending at impossible angles, a face stretched into a permanent soundless scream, and hollow eyes that snapped instantly toward the road like it had been waiting for me to leave. The homeowner ran. The creature followed, and as I drove away, shaking so hard I could barely keep the wheel straight, I realized the shed hadn't been a prison. It had been a warning, and whatever lived inside it wasn't trapped anymore. It was free, wandering the yard, wandering the neighborhood, and I had been the one who woke it up.